Good morning, students. We are going to see what is a data structure, chapter 13. And last class I have given you the notes, and today we'll see just an explanation based on these topics. Now, why do we need this data structure? What is this data structure? Let us try to understand that a computer stores number of datas in it, but how exactly it is managing it is due to the data structure. Okay, so data structure is a structure in the memory that is used to store multiple data within a small space, okay, within a minimum space. So whenever you are storing a data, suppose we have to store multiple data, and how can you manage it? So it is using the data structure we can manage to store multiple data in a small space. It is just like if you see this container out here, just for an example for you to understand that we have a bucket here, and there are some bricks that we are putting into it. Now this is a storage that we are using. Okay, now suppose this bucket is kind of a data structure, and the bricks what we are putting in inside it is a data. So you can see it is piled up, it is piled up one after the other. So in this we can store number of data in one bucket. Suppose there is no bucket here, and if there is no data structure, it would be a difficult time to store the multiple data within a small memory. Okay, so there are some certain steps that it follows how to store the data. There are some procedures that is used how to follow how to store the data, that is using a stack. We have these are the method, that is stack, queue, linked list, and tree. These are some of the method that we use to store the data inside the computer. Okay, so what is a stack? Stack is a memory structure with a single dimensional array. By now you know what is an array. Array is a collections of elements where we store the data in a single dimensional array. Okay, that is used in and we have number of the data that we store in our memory using a single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array. But in this stack it follows only the single dimensional array, because we have got this operation that it follows, that is last in first out. In the sense, now suppose you are putting the brick inside this bucket. Now if you have to take out this brick, suppose you have to take out this third one here, so what do? You cannot pull it out because there is no space on the other side. How you can pull it? What you have to do is you have to remove the above one, and then only you can take it out the next one. So here what is that method is called as, that is called as LIFO. What is LIFO? Last in first out. That means whichever data you are entering last, that is the data it will be executing first. Okay, so this is about the step. Next is what are the operation does the data structure follows. Okay, the data structure follows, these are the operations that it's following, that is push, pop, peep, and change. Now before we go for the push, pop, peep, and change, let us understand what is a stack pointer. Okay, stack pointer is a storage. Now this is used to keep a track of a topmost element. Now if you see here, this is called as this 584. We have, these are the data that we have stored it in the data structure, and they are stored where? In this stack pointer. Okay, so this stack pointer, it keeps tracking which is the topmost element that is present in a memory. So first one is push. What do you mean by push? Push is to enter the element one by one. Okay, so here it is entering the element. Suppose you wanted to enter 4, so you have to use what method? Push method. So push will be push is a method that is used to put the elements into the stack pointer. Okay, and what is a pop? Pop is to take the element out of it. Suppose you wanted to take 8, so you first have to take it out 5, and then you can take it out the 8. Means this is a simple method. Now there are so many processes that we can see the computer can do at a time. So suppose you wanted to have a multiple process multitasking thing that has to be done in the computer, so there is a particular process that we follow. Okay, so suppose there are 3 data that you have given, and you wanted to you want the computer to do the compilation or do some kind of work using that data. So what do? We follow these steps. Okay, that is push, pop. Now pop is a process where you take out the data from the stack, and that is called as one, this situation types, they are called as one, stack underflow. And push is a stack overflow. Okay, now when the push is overflowing means you cannot put any more data inside it. Suppose if you wanted to put new data inside, what you have to do, you have to pop it out. Pop it out in the sense you have to remove the data element, and then you can make the memory free where you can enter a new element inside. Next is your pip. What is a pip? Pip is a extraction of any position of the stack. Any position of the stack means suppose you wanted to free any of this part of the memory, you can use the operation as pip. This process is following. This process is followed by LIFO, that is last in first out. Next is your change. Suppose you wanted to change this element from here. Okay, so you can interchange the element from, suppose you wanted to just interchange, you wanted to put this 5 in place of 8 and 8 in place of 5, so you can interchange even using the process called as change. So this is all about the operation that we follow it in the data structure. Okay, so this is a simple example that is given here. Now this is called a stack pointer where the elements are stored. What is a push? Push is a operation where we put the element one by one inside the stack. Okay, stack pointer is a space where we put the element or store the element. And if you wanted to empty this space, so you are using what? Pop is to take out the element from the stack pointer so that that particular memory is free for the new element to be stored. So these are the method that is followed in the data structure. Next class we will see about the algorithm and the program that is based on this stack pointer, and we will see how to enter the element in the stack and how to pop up the element from the stack.